All right, how is everyone today? This is shocking to me that no one's talking about this, and I've noticed something, and I'm going to point it out, and we're going to talk about it because I know something is up that you're all going to be like excited about. Okay, so Good does their live stream event with Michael Block over at Arroyo Trabuco. Man, that's hard to say. Arroyo Trabuco. It's in California, Orange County area, South Orange County, in between LA and San Diego. That's where that place lives. And Colin and Max, phenomenal job, A+ effort there. So what it takes to pull this thing off it's insane. Okay, so they're in like not even the best area for cell service. They're kind of in the mountains and stuff, so that's going to affect the live stream. And so we're really talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly of this good live stream. And something I want you to see here that we're going to talk about as well. I'm going to show it to you first. All right, take a look. As AJ is about to hit on the first hole, we're going to look at this, and he is that guy. Okay, you see that? You see that guy? Do you see what I'm talking about? That guy right there in holding the thing, the camera guy. Who is that? Do you know? Did anybody? That's not. Who is it not? It's not the good camera crew, and it's not the Michael Block camera crew. Who is that dude? This dude kind of makes a few appearances throughout the video. He's always in the background holding his thing, and I think I know who it is, but we never cut to that camera. So it's not the good live stream. Plus, as you see here, he's not set up for live streaming. So it's not part of the live streaming crew. Who is it? I think I know who it is. All right. So that's something I just wanted to point out. This guy is in the video, and unless they addressed who this camera dude is, and there's others with that guy that are kind of in the background, like supporting cast, meaning they're changing batteries and they're helping him, driving him around in his little Steadicam circle deal. So I come from a TV production background, so I know what, like when something like this, when I see this and then I don't see them use that camera angle, I'm like, I mean, little things like that, like who is that? It just jumps out at me. I see it and I'm like, whoa, everybody stop. Who's that guy? That's what got my attention in this live stream right out of the gate. From hole one, like, whoa, I can't wait to see this camera angle, which we never saw. So it's somebody else. Okay, so we'll leave it there for now. Let's take a look at what Colin and Max pulled off. Multi-camera shoot, live event, live stream. Phenomenal. Now, this video has probably have about 400, close to 400,000 views currently, right around there. We don't really know what to compare it to because there's not a lot of live streaming in golf on YouTube except from Live Golf. They've live streamed a number of broadcasts because that was their only broadcasting platform for a year plus. So now they have CW and other partners around the world, but we can compare Live Golf broadcasts on YouTube to this like homemade live broadcast, Good Golf. 400,000 views. It beats a number of the Live Golf live broadcasts. From over a year ago, this has been up for a few days. So it's already outperformed a number of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And it's just none of these guys. Michael Block's the only professional in the bunch. They have good players. They're not, Dustin Johnson and Brooks Koepka and those kind of guys. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. We're comparing like live broadcast to live broadcast. So what does it take? And why would they even do this? What's the benefit? What's the pros and cons of Good doing this live broadcast? Okay, first off, it's, the entry point for a new group to come around and just jump into live streaming like this, It's high. The entry point is high in terms of financial cost, logistics, all that. You can't just call a golf course and say, hey, we're brand new. Can we do this? They're like, we don't know who you are. You have no track record of nothing. So no, you can't. That's going to be difficult. So plus the financial commitment that they're in, for what they're doing and the equipment they have, those cameras, the extenders, the everything. Colin's driving around this golf cart with like all these antennas. I'm surprised he's still alive, all the radiation like going through his body, but whatever. He pulled it off. And we're talking tens of thousands of dollars. We're talking about $50,000 invested for a live stream, for what they did here. And this is not what they're doing February 7th. They have a streaming partner. Let's just say it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out who that is. They're at the Waste Management. Just figure out who's doing the Waste Management. They're probably doing the Good event, okay? There you go. You know who it is already. That's probably who is doing it. That's why it's at night. That it's right there in front of you, right? You don't have to be Columbo to figure that guy out. So they've got a real streaming partner, one of the top networks there is. So voila, that's gonna be different with live shot tracers, the whole bit. This is different. This is kind of like I wouldn't say makeshift, but it's like homemade. What I think they need, and you let me know your thoughts as you watch this, which was really exciting to see it and to know it was live, to see what they're doing. I loved it. I think that it was pretty captivating because you know it's live. So you're a little more like, wow, this is going on right now. So the one thing is they're going to go out and shoot a live broadcast. That's kind of just a video. So it takes all day, all this production work for one video. And then that video is up. Normally they would go out and shoot, and they're a little more mobile and nimble when it comes to not recording live, less equipment, less gear to deal with, less, stuff technically to worry about. And you can go out and film 3, 4, 5, 6 videos in a day. And then you got to go edit those and do your thing. Here, there's no editing. There's just Colin on the fly editing. In the video, you did see some, let's say, shot tracer, GPS shot tracers. And I looked at that and I'm like, okay, how's he doing that? I had an idea. I texted Colin. I asked him, what'd you do? And he told me that he had 6 pre-made, this is crazy, 6 pre-made shots per hole. So those are pre-made, and he's just like, look, it's not perfect, but we try to guess what would happen. And so what you do in that scenario is you got 6 pre-made shots. You go 3 draws and 3 fades. So draw down the left, draw down the middle, draw down the right, fade down the left, fade down the middle, fade down the right. And so once somebody hits, then somebody's like, high draw up the left side. And he clicks it and he includes it and he switches from that shot to some pre-built shots. Boom, there you go. They also had the full swing, the little launch monitor. Okay, so that's being broadcast probably to a phone, and then they send that image off the phone or whatever it is to the OBS. It's called OBS, probably that was what they're using to make that scene, and they plop that in, and they include that ball speed, club speed, spin data. That's really awesome that you could do that live too. So they included that. So not only did Colin pre-build 6 videos for every hole they played, they also had the live, club ball data. That was really awesome. That's an A+ effort all the way around. I thought they did pre-make those, but I'm like, that's too much work. Why would you do all that? But they did. So good job. Like, man, these guys never cease to amaze me in what they do. Okay, so you got that. That was awesome. And just all together, what they did for that knockout challenge was fantastic. And I think that what they need is this. It's just a thought. Just kind of spitballing. You let me know your thoughts. I think it would be good if they had like a host. The reason why you need that is because in between, you are cut into cart cams and stuff, but I think there needs to be somebody kind of independent that is kind of in charge of explanation. Okay, like they would go to the next location and kind of set up the scenario for somebody, and then the guys would come and do it. So kind of like a host or just somebody to help direct those in between moments, and somebody that could go through the chats specifically. And then instead of Garrett and Luke and all those guys reading chats and answering back, somebody would throw those questions to these guys. So somebody kind of to weed out all of that, because it gets a little confusing. When you're looking at a chat with 15,000 people live, it's moving. So there needs to be somebody, one, handling all that, and then delivering those questions or specific chats, calling those out, highlighting them, and then having one person, like a host, deliver that to the guys. Like, hey guys, we got a question from Sam from Omaha. He's asking blah, blah, blah. That would be cool. And then it would be like, Luke, we got a question for you. Garrett, we got a question for you. Whoever, we got a question for you from so-and-so. So like a host would be really kind of cool in that scenario. And then it would help some of those dead moments in between as they would go. But I did like the cart cam. I don't know why they didn't use GoPros for the cart cam. Maybe, well, again, how many different receivers do you want to invest in? I think that's really its cost. If you could do it, it's just going to cost more money. Those are not cheap. So each camera, you got to imagine all those little tentacles you see hanging off. Just put a $10,000 price tag on that. So if you want a GoPro in a cart, are you willing to spend more money? I think eventually they will. So I think that there's a lot of good here. The down is you don't get as many videos out of it. And if you did do another video, it's live right away. So you don't have any space in between two videos. If you did a 6-hole knockout challenge and then another 6-hole challenge, it's just 2 live videos. That's where it would get kind of tricky. You would want to space those out. We're doing this today. This comes out tomorrow. If you're on a multi-day trip, then you could do multi-day lives. That would be cool. You do run the risk of people just kind of knowing where you are and then showing up. So that's one of the downsides. So that's something they're going to have to work out. But I loved the live stream. I think this is like moving them in a totally new direction. And if they get that fan engagement down, really well, forget it. Like this is going to be kind of what they're going to do. And then who knows? I mean, it's going to be pretty spectacular. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now back to Circle Man, camera guy. Who is this cowboy running around in the background only? Looking at his equipment, it looks like he has about a 50 millimeter lens on that, and he's far away. So he's getting beautiful shots of these guys. Who is it? Have we seen him before? He's not the normal guy holding the camcorder style camera on the good shoots. This is somebody new. I've seen this guy. I don't know if it's this guy, but I've seen this guy at live events and at PGA Tour events. Same setup, same everything. You've seen him. And normally, or at the PGA events and at the live events, this guy was with Netflix and he was doing Full Swing. So my question is this guy, are they doing a Netflix? Are they going to include Good in the next or the next after Full Swing docuseries that they have going on? Now, it wouldn't come out right now, but they're filming now so that this next season 3 of it, might include Good. What do you think? It looks to me like that is exactly what's happening. And of course, they would show up here because this is their first ever live streaming. So it's a big event. It's tucked away, kind of hidden. It's in California. Not that that matters. These guys travel all over the place, but it would make it a little easier. And it's not so public that anybody could go and see these guys. It's going to be a lot less like eyeballs on Circle Man. But I saw Circle Man, and I think the question needs to be asked. Who is Circle Man? And I think Circle Man is Netflix. And I think we're going to see Good on season 3 of full swing when it comes out, because I believe they're filming for them right as we speak. And this, in my opinion, is great for the world of golf, specifically YouTube golf. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe Circle Man is just, taking photos. They're doing a photo. I don't know. But Circle Man looks like Netflix Man to me. Thanks for listening. It's exciting either way. Talk to you guys soon.